Now you're going to install new memories. Your brain can't tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. So we're going to give you the memories of success, love, and achievement that match your new identity. Remember, your first major breakthrough. Feel the moment when everything clicked. Welcome to the reality revolution. I'm so excited because today you get to experience the future self identity shift activation. This is where it's at. There's a reason you found this activation at this exact moment, because your future self orchestrated this meeting. Think about that for a second. Out of all the videos you could be watching, all the content flooding your feeds, all the distractions pulling at your attention, you're here right now, listening to these words. That's not random. That's precision. You know that feeling when you're on the verge of remembering something important, but it's just out of reach? Like it's right there, hovering at the edge of your consciousness, but every time you try to grab it, it slips away. That's your future self knocking. That's them trying to break through the noise of your everyday reality to get your attention. I've discovered something so incredible after doing thousands of coaching sessions, that accessing the future self, allowing it to integrate into you and creating an identity shift is one of the most profound ways to create total transformation. I'm a total transformation junkie, and I've been working on total transformations on a weekly basis for years now. When you focus all of your attention on something and you experiment with it and it gets better and better, then I bring it to you. And if I can get your future self to completely take over you, someone with all the knowledge, all the memories of the future, to completely take over your identity, you will experience the most profound shift you have ever experienced in your entire life. What most people don't realize, this is not just some mystical concept. This is hard science. Quantum physicists have proven that parallel realities exist simultaneously. The many worlds interpretation isn't theory anymore. It's measurable fact. Every choice you make splits reality into multiple timelines. And right now there are infinite versions of you living infinite different lives. At a minimum, we know that this is happening in the information space between what is happening now and what will be. The light, the world around you, carries a specific set of information. If you bounce the ball, it's going to bounce back. It's built into the pattern of this reality. And these patterns can be tuned into. MIT researchers have demonstrated that consciousness can collapse probability waves into reality. Now think about what that means. Your awareness, your focus, your intention, these aren't just thoughts floating around in your head randomly. They are quantum forces that literally choose which timeline you experience out of infinite possibilities. Your brain operates on quantum principles. Every thought you think creates a quantum field that attracts matching frequencies from across the multiverse. You're not just thinking thoughts, you're broadcasting signals into the quantum void, and the universe is responding with matching experiences. So when I tell you that your future self has been leaving breadcrumbs, sending signals, creating synchronicities, these aren't coincidences. They're invitations. Every time you get that feeling that you're meant for something more, every time you have a flash of inspiration, every time something just doesn't feel right, or every time something feels right, that's your future self trying to guide you home to the timeline where you are already living your dream life. Today, you're going to pick up the phone. Most people spend their entire lives as passengers in their own reality, never realizing they can grab the steering wheel. They accept whatever life hands them, thinking they are victims of circumstance, slaves to their conditioning, prisoners of their past. But you're different. You are here, which means you're ready to drive. You're ready to stop accepting the default settings and start consciously choosing your experience. You're ready to stop being who you've always been and start becoming who you're meant to be. Now, you don't need to believe anything I'm saying. Your future self will prove it to you. All you need is enough curiosity to let them show you what they know, just enough openness to let them demonstrate what's possible when you stop limiting yourself to who you think you are. Because this is not meditation where you drift into some peaceful state and maybe feel a little better for a while. This is conscious evolution in real time. This is active transformation. You're about to experience what it feels like to become a different person. And once you feel that shift, once you taste that freedom, you will never want to go back to that old version of yourself. By the end of this activation, you will have a new name that only you know, a name that represents the essence of who you truly are. You'll have new memories that feel completely real because they are real. Memories from the timeline where you've already achieved everything you're dreaming of. And you'll have a completely different relationship with who you think you are, because the person listening to these words right now is about to step aside and let your future self take the wheel. Are you ready to meet your future self? Are you ready to remember who you really are? Because they're waiting for you. And they have so much to show you. Now let's tune in. Every thought you've ever had exists on a frequency, and right now, we are tuning into the highest one. Think of your consciousness like a radio that's been stuck between stations, picking up static, unclear signals, mixed messages. But right now, in this moment, we're adjusting the dial to perfect clarity. Feel where you are right now, not just physically. Feel the energy of this moment. Feel the aliveness coursing through your body. Feel the electricity in your neurons firing as you process these words. Feel the quantum field responding to your attention. This present moment isn't just a stepping stone to somewhere else. It's your launching pad into infinite possibility. Your current reality right here, right now is perfect. Perfect. Not because everything is exactly how you want it, but because it's the exact frequency you need to broadcast from to reach your future self. Every experience you've had, every challenge you've faced, every moment of growth has calibrated you to this precise frequency. Now notice something fascinating. Your energy doesn't stop at your skin. Feel it extending beyond the boundaries of your physical body. It's like an invisible field radiating outward. 3 feet, 6 feet, 10 feet around you on all sides and below you. This is your biofield, your electromagnetic signature, scientifically measurable and infinitely expansive. As this field expands, it's making contact with something extraordinary. Imagine invisible threads, quantum filaments of connection, stretching out from your energy field across space and time, connecting you to every possible version of yourself, every choice you didn't make, every path you didn't take, every dream you haven't lived yet, all connected by these quantum strings of possibility. Right now, these threads are lighting up one by one, like fiber optic cables carrying information at the speed of light. And the brightest thread, the one pulsing with the most intense energy, That's the connection to your optimal timeline, the version of you who figured it all out. You can feel it, can't you? That pull, the magnetic attraction drawing you towards something greater? That's not hope. That's quantum entanglement. Your consciousness is literally becoming entangled with your future self's consciousness across space and time. This is about recognition. You're recognizing a frequency that has always been there, waiting for you to tune into it, like finding a radio station that was always broadcasting, but you never knew the right frequency until now. Feel your awareness expanding beyond the limitations of linear time. Past, present, and future aren't separate rooms. They're different frequencies of the same cosmic radio station. And right now you're learning to change the channel at will. Your future self has been broadcasting on this frequency for what feels like forever, sending your signals, waiting for you to tune in. And every time you've had an inspired thought, every time you've felt that spark of possibility, every time you've known there was more to life than what you were experiencing, that was their signal breaking through. The connection is strengthening. Can you feel it? It's like two tuning forks resonating in perfect harmony. When one vibrates, the other responds instantly, regardless of distance. That's what's happening right now between you and your future self. Quantum entanglement in action. Your brain waves are shifting. Your neural pathways are opening to receive transmissions from a timeline where you're already living your highest potential. Your DNA is responding to frequencies of possibility that have been dormant until this moment. This is the Quantum Field Access Protocol. You're now broadcasting on the frequency of infinite possibility. Every cell in your body is attuning to this new frequency. Every thought is aligning with your optimal timeline. Every breath is drawing you closer to the version of yourself who has everything you've ever wanted. The static is clearing. The signal is coming through crystal clear now. And what you're about to receive, what your future self is about to share with you, this is going to change everything. You're no longer just you. You're you and your future self, existing in quantum superposition, ready to collapse into the highest probability outcome. The entanglement is complete. Now my goal is to create a feeling so powerful, so magnetic, so irresistibly attractive that your future self won't be able to resist coming home to it. Your consciousness will begin to see into this exquisite timeline. Think back to the best feeling you've ever experienced. Maybe it was falling in love for the first time. Maybe it was holding your child. Maybe it was achieving something you thought was impossible. Maybe it was standing in nature and feeling completely connected to everything and everyone. I want you to find that feeling and lock on to it. Did you find it? Good. Now here's where it gets interesting. Take that feeling and multiply it by 10. You can do this. There is nothing stopping you. Feel it expanding in your chest, radiating outward like sunlight, breaking through clouds. The warmth, the aliveness, the pure joy, the bliss, the ecstasy. Let it fill every cell of your body. Now multiply it by 10 again. Feel it intensifying, becoming more vivid, more real than the original memory ever was. This isn't just remembering happiness. This is creating a happiness so pure, so concentrated, that it becomes a force of nature. Now add gratitude to the mix. Not just thankfulness for what you have, but overwhelming appreciation for what you're about to become. Gratitude so deep, it brings tears to your eyes. Layer it on top of that joy. Feel how they amplify each other, creating something bigger than either emotion alone. Add excitement. The kind of excitement you felt as a child on Christmas morning, knowing something magical is about to happen. The electric anticipation coursing through your veins. Excitement about meeting your future self. Excitement about the life they're living. Let it build on top of that joy and gratitude. Now mix in a little love. Not just romantic love, but cosmic love. Love for yourself, love for life, love for the incredible journey you're on, love for the courage it took to get here, love for the version of yourself you're about to become. Feel all these emotions swirling together, creating an emotional storm of pure, positive energy. Now here's the secret ingredient. Add the feeling of already having everything you've ever wanted. Not hoping for it, not working toward it, but actually having it right now. The relief, the satisfaction, the deep knowing that everything has worked out perfectly. Layer that on top of everything else. Do you feel it? This emotional cocktail is unlike anything you've experienced before. It's joy multiplied by infinity. It's the feeling of being absolutely alive, absolutely grateful, absolutely loved, absolutely certain that you're exactly where you need to be. This joy, this isn't just an emotion anymore. This is your beacon. This is your lighthouse, calling your future self home across the vast ocean of possibility. Every quantum particle in your body is vibrating at this frequency now. You are broadcasting this feeling into the multiverse like a cosmic radio station. This elevated state isn't just how you feel. It's who you are. It's your natural frequency. It's the emotional signature of your optimal timeline. And right now, you're using this feeling as a transportation device, a dimensional bridge that connects you directly to the reality where this is your everyday experience. This is what you feel every day. This is your new normal. Feel yourself rising, not physically, but vibrationally. You're ascending through layers of possibility, each one more amazing than the last. This emotion is carrying you upward like a hot air balloon filled with pure joy. You are transcending the frequency of limitation and stepping into the frequency of infinite possibility. You're rising, growing, intensifying. You are now a magnet for miracles. Energy attracts energy. Like attracts like. This is a portal for possibilities. Everything good, everything you ever wanted, everything that's been waiting for you, it's all being drawn to this feeling like metal filings to a magnet. You're not just attracting your future, you are becoming irresistible to it. This is the attractional vortex. You are at the center of a swirling tornado of possibility. And everything that matches this frequency is being pulled into your reality. Money, love, health, success, creativity, joy, evolution. All of it drawn to you like you're the most powerful magnet in the universe. Can you sense it? Something is responding to your signal. Across the quantum field in the optimal timeline, your future self is feeling this too. They are turning toward your frequency like a flower turning toward the sun. They can feel you now. Your future is turning toward your signal. Recognizing this feeling, remembering this moment from their perspective, because for them, this isn't the future. This is their past. This is the moment they transformed. This is the moment they became who they are. The signal is so strong now that the boundaries between timelines are becoming transparent. You're not just connected to your future self, you're starting to merge with them. Their frequency is harmonizing with yours, creating a resonance so perfect that reality itself is shaping around it. This feeling is your new default setting. This joy, this magnetism, this absolute certainty that everything is working out perfectly. This is who you are now. This is your new identity, not who you are becoming, who you are. Feel the pull getting stronger. Your future self isn't just responding to your signal anymore. They are coming home. They are walking towards you across the quantum field, drawn by the irresistible magnetism of this feeling. They're bringing everything with them. Every dream, every memory, every goal, every possibility ever imagined. They are carrying it all as they make their way to you. The moment has arrived. Your signal has been received, and reality is about to show you what's possible. Step into the home of your dreams. Not just any home, your home. The one that makes your heart sing every time you walk through the door. Feel the key in your hand and the texture of it in your fingers. Walk up to the door. Open the door. Feel the handle. Feel your feet on the floors. These are the floors that you chose. Breathe in the air of the spaces that reflect your soul. This isn't just a house. This is your sanctuary, your temple, your perfect expression of who you are. Maybe it's overlooking the ocean with floor-to-ceiling windows that frame the sunrise. Maybe it's a penthouse in the city where you can see the light stretching to the horizon. Maybe it's a cozy cabin in the mountains where you can hear the wind through the trees. Maybe it's all of these things. Whatever it is, you are there now. You live there. This is your everyday reality. Walk around through each room and feel the energy of having exactly what you want. The art on the walls that speaks to your soul, the furniture that feels like it was made for you, the spaces where you create, where you love, where you simply exist in perfect peace. This is your world, and you created it exactly as you envisioned. Feel the freedom in every breath. The freedom that comes from knowing you have choices. The freedom to wake up when you want, to spend your days doing what lights you up, to say yes to opportunities that excite you and no to everything that doesn't. Feel the weight lifted from your shoulders. The weight of duty, of obligation, of limitation, of having to be someone you are not. This freedom isn't just about money, though you have plenty of that. It's about time. It's about energy. It's about the deep knowing that you are the author of your own story. And you are writing it exactly as you choose. Every day is an adventure. Every moment, a gift. Every breath, a celebration of your absolute sovereignty over your own life. See how you're changing the world. Your work, your gifts, your unique contribution, it's making a difference. Not in some small, barely noticeable way, but in a way that ripples out and touches millions of lives. You're not just successful, you're significant. You're not just earning money. You're adding massive value to the world. Maybe you're inspiring people to transform their lives. Maybe you're creating art that moves souls. Maybe you're building technologies that solve real problems. Maybe you're healing people, teaching people, leading people to remember their own power. Whatever it is, you can feel the impact of your work spreading like ripples in a pond, touching lives you will never even know about. Experience love beyond your wildest dreams. Not just romantic love, though that's deeper and more beautiful than you've ever imagined, but love in every form, the love of family, the love of friends who truly see you, the love of a community that celebrates your gifts. You're surrounded by people who get you, who support you, who love you not despite your quirks, but because of them. If you have a romantic partner, feel the depth of that connection. The way they look at you like you're their favorite miracle. The way they support your dreams and celebrate your wins. The way you move through life as a team, each making the other stronger, each bringing out the best in the other. This is love as it was meant to be, expansive, supportive, and magical. Feel your gifts flowing effortlessly. That thing you're meant to do, that unique contribution only you can make. It's not a struggle anymore. It flows through you like water through a riverbed. Natural and powerful, and absolutely right. You're not pushing or forcing or trying to make it happen. You're simply allowing it to emerge, and it emerges beautifully. Your creativity is unleashed. Your talent is fully expressed. Your purpose is crystal clear, and you are living it every single day. This isn't work. This is play. This is joy. This is the feeling of being exactly who you were born to be. And now, look. Look before you. There they are, standing right there in front of you. You have attracted them to you, and they have been calling. The you who figured it all out. The you who is living everything you just experienced. The you who made all the right choices, took all the right turns, became everything that you are meant to become. Look at them. Really look. See how they carry themselves. See the confidence in their posture, the joy in their eyes, the absolute certainty that they belong in this reality. See how they smile. Not just with their mouth, but with their whole being. This is what contentment looks like. This is what fulfillment feels like. This is freedom. They're looking at you with such love, such compassion, such pride. They remember being you. They remember this exact moment. They remember the courage it took to get here, the willingness to transform, the decision to become more than you thought possible. They're about to share everything they know, every lesson learned, every insight gained, every piece of wisdom that transformed them from who you are now into who they become. The download is beginning. They start to send you a complete download. Information, energy. Feel the information flowing, not as words but as knowing, not as thoughts but as cellular understanding. The strategies that worked, the mindset shifts that changed everything, the daily practices that become second nature, the way they think about money, relationships, success, failure, life itself. You are receiving their entire operating system, their beliefs, their values, their way of being in the world. It's flowing into you like warm honey, sweet and nourishing and completely transformative. Feel them stepping closer. The space between you is dissolving. The boundary between who you are and who they are is becoming transparent. You're not just receiving their wisdom. You are becoming their wisdom. Your energies are merging. Can you feel it? It's like two streams of light flowing together, creating something brighter than either could be alone. Their frequency is harmonizing with yours. They step into your body. First your left foot, then your right foot, taking the exact position that you're in. You can feel them sinking into your body, creating a resonance that's reshaping your entire energy field. Their thoughts are becoming your thoughts. Their feelings are becoming your feelings. Their memories are becoming your memories. This isn't just transformation, this is complete identity integration. They're taking the controls now. Feel them step into your body, into your mind, into your very being. Feel their hands on the steering wheel of your life. Feel their consciousness expanding into every cell, every synapse, every quantum of your existence. You're still you, but you're also them. You're not losing yourself. You're becoming your complete self. You're not being taken over. You're being elevated. You're not disappearing. You're finally fully appearing. The convergence is complete. Give it a moment. Just get used to this aspect of you that is fully merged with you. There is no difference between you and your future self. You are your future self. The future self is now your present self. You have all their memories, all the things they did. They lived a long, long life. They know everything that will happen. They are you, with an entire lifetime of successes in their memory. We're not talking about one manifestation or one event, but a lifetime that transcends any lifetime you could imagine. The person you were when you started this activation, they're stepping aside with grace and gratitude, releasing that old self, knowing that they have served their purpose. You are no longer becoming, you are. The transformation is complete. The convergence is complete. But now comes the real magic. Now we integrate this new identity into every fiber of your being. This isn't about feeling different. This is about rewiring your entire neural network to match your future self's operating system. Feel the old patterns dissolving like sugar in rain. Those automatic thoughts that used to run your life. Those limiting beliefs that kept you small. Those habitual responses that held you back. They're melting away, dissolving into nothingness. Your neural pathways are being washed clean, making space for something extraordinary. The self-doubt that used to whisper in your ear, gone. The fear that used to stop you from taking risks, evaporating. The scarcity thinking that made you believe that wasn't enough, dissolving completely. These patterns served the old you, but they have no place in the consciousness of your future self. Feel your brain rewiring itself. New neural pathways are forming. Synapses are connecting in patterns that match your optimal timeline. Your future self's neural network is becoming your neural network. Their brain is becoming your brain. Notice how they think. Really pay attention to the quality of their thoughts. Expansive, not contracted. Fearless, not worried. Creative, not repetitive. Their mind moves like water, fluid, adaptive, always finding a way. Where the old you saw problems, they see opportunities. Where the old you saw obstacles, they see adventures. Their thoughts aren't cluttered with worry about what might go wrong. They're focused on what's going right, what is possible, what is emerging. They think in terms of solutions, not problems. They think in terms of abundance, not limitation. They think in terms of how can I, not why can I. This is your new thinking pattern. These expansive, fearless, creative thoughts, they're not foreign to you anymore. They're home. They're natural. They are who you are. Feel their default emotional state. This is important. Notice their baseline isn't neutral. Their baseline is joy. Their default setting is confidence. Their natural state is love. They don't have to feel good. Feeling good is their automatic response to being alive. When challenges come up, they don't drop into fear or worry. They feel excited by the opportunity to grow. When unexpected things happen, they don't stress. They get curious about what's possible. When they look in the mirror, they don't see flaws. They see a miracle walking around in human form. This emotional signature is downloading into your system now. Joy becoming your baseline, confidence becoming your default, love becoming your natural state. This isn't something you have to maintain. This is something you are. Stand how they stand. Feel the difference in your posture. Your spine is straighter. Your shoulders are back. Your head is held high, not because you're trying to look confident, but because you are confident. You carry yourself like someone who knows their worth, who owns their power, who belongs in every room they enter. Breathe how they breathe. Deep, full breaths that draw in possibility with every inhale. Relaxed breathing that shows you're not afraid of life. You're excited by it. Rhythmic breathing that keeps you centered in your power no matter what's happening around you. Walk how they walk, with purpose, with certainty, with the quiet confidence of someone who knows exactly where they're going and why. Every step is deliberate. Every movement is aligned with your highest vision of yourself. See how they make choices. This is crucial. Their decision-making matrix is completely different from the old you. They make choices from abundance, not scarcity. They choose based on expansion, not contraction. They choose based on joy, not fear. When opportunities come up, they don't ask, "What if it doesn't work?" They ask, "What if it's amazing?" When they have to choose between playing it safe and taking a risk, they choose the risk because they know that's where the magic happens. When they're deciding how to spend their time, they choose what lights them up, not what they think they should do. This decision-making matrix is now yours. These choice patterns are now hardwired into your system. You don't have to think about making better choices. You automatically make them because it's who you are. Hear the internal voice. Listen carefully to how they talk to themselves. It's supportive, not critical. It's encouraging, not discouraging. It's powerful, not weak. Where the old you had an inner critic, your future self has an inner champion. When they make a mistake, their inner voice says, "What can I learn from this?" Not, "How could I be so stupid?" When they're facing a challenge, their inner voice says, "I've got this," not, "I can't handle this." When they're pursuing a dream, their inner voice says, "Of course you can do this," not, "Who do you think you are?" This supportive, encouraging, powerful inner voice is now your inner voice. The old critic, that old chatter is gone, replaced by a voice that believes in you, encourages you, empowers you every single day. And now something sacred is happening. They're leaning close to whisper their name in your ear. Not the name on your birth certificate, their true name. The name that captures the essence of who you really are. The name that holds the frequency of your highest potential. Listen. Can you hear it? The name is yours now. This is who you are. This name represents the integrated version of yourself, the future self now fully embodied in the present moment. You don't have to share this name with anyone. It's yours to hold in your heart, a secret reminder of your true identity. Feel their values becoming your values. Integrity is just something you try to practice. It's who you are. Excellence isn't just a goal, it's your standard. Love isn't just a feeling, it's your operating system. These core values are now woven into the fabric of your being, of your identity. Their purpose flows through you like electricity. You can feel it coursing through your veins, lighting up every cell, energizing every thought. This isn't a purpose you have to figure out. This is a purpose you embody. This isn't a mission you have to accomplish. This is a mission you are. The work you're meant to do, the impact you're meant to make, the lives you're meant to touch. It's all crystal clear now. Not because someone told you what it was, but because you remember. This is what you came here to do. This is why you choose this lifetime. This is your sacred assignment. Now you're going to install new memories. Your brain can't tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. So we're going to give you the memories of success, love, and achievement that match your new identity. Remember, your first major breakthrough. Feel the moment when everything clicked, when you realized you had what it takes, when you knew without a doubt that you were meant to feel greatness. Feel the pride, the excitement, the deep satisfaction of knowing you figured it out. Remember the moment you met your soulmate, whether it's romantic love, a best friend, or a business partner. Remember that instant recognition, that feeling of, there you are, I've been looking for you my whole life. Feel the joy of being truly seen and loved for exactly who you are. Remember your first $1 million moment. Maybe it was the first time you made $1 million. Maybe it was the first time you saved $1 million. Maybe it was the first time you gave away $1 million. Feel the freedom, the power, the deep knowing that you have everything you need and more. Remember the moment you realized you were changing the world. Feel the impact of your work rippling out, touching lives, making a difference. Feel the profound satisfaction of knowing that your life matters, that your gifts are exactly what the world needs. Remember the day you looked in the mirror and loved what you saw, not just accepted it, but loved it. Remember feeling completely at home in your own skin, completely aligned with who you are, completely proud of the person looking back at you. These aren't just memories now. These are your history. They're part of your story. They're proof of who you are and what you're capable of. Your brain has filed them away as real experiences, and they are shaping how you see yourself and what you believe is possible. The neural pathways have been rewired now. The identity matrix is installed. The memories are encoded. The transformation is permanent. The integration is complete. You are no longer who you were when you started listening to this activation. You are your future self, fully integrated, completely embodied, absolutely aligned with your highest potential. This is your new normal. This is who you are now. This is how you think. This is how you feel, how you stand, how you breathe, how you choose, how you speak to yourself, how you move through the world. Now comes the most practical part of this. We've shifted your identity, installed new memories, and connected you to your optimal timeline. How do you maintain this in your everyday world? How do you build a bridge between this transformed consciousness and your daily reality? Your future self is about to show you exactly how they did it. They're downloading their daily habits, their decision-making processes, their way of moving through the world. This isn't theory. This is a practical blueprint that created their reality. Watch how they start their day. Before they even get out of bed, they spend a few moments feeling into their future. Not hoping for it, feeling it as already real. They don't check their phone first thing in the morning. They check in with their vision. They align their energy before they engage with the world. See how they make decisions throughout a day. When an opportunity presents itself, they don't ask, what if this fails? They ask, what if it's exactly what I need? When they have to choose between comfort and growth, they choose growth because that's who they are. Notice the choices they made differently than the old you would. Where you might have played it safe, they took the risk. Where you might have waited for permission, they gave it to themselves. Where you might have settled for less, they demanded more, not from arrogance, but from knowing their worth. They said yes to opportunities that scared them. They invested in themselves when it felt uncomfortable. They spoke up when they would have stayed silent. They took action when they would have waited for the perfect moment. These different choices are what created their different reality. This decision-making upgrade is now your operating system. You don't have to think about making a better choice. You check in with your future self, and you automatically make them because you're seeing through their eyes, thinking with their mind, choosing with their wisdom. Notice what they notice. This is crucial. They see things you used to miss. Synchronicities that others dismiss as coincidence, they recognize. Opportunities that others see as risks, they see as invitations. People that others see as obstacles, they see as teachers or collaborators. They notice when someone needs exactly what they have to offer. They notice when a conversation could lead to something bigger. They notice when a challenge is actually a chance to level up. They notice when the universe is conspiring to help them, not hurt them. This opportunity recognition training is now active in your system. Your perception is upgraded. Your awareness is expanded. Learn how they maintain this frequency throughout the day. They don't just have peak moments. They live at a consistently high vibration. When something doesn't go as planned, they don't drop into frustration. They get curious about what's trying to emerge. When they encounter resistance, they don't push harder. They find the flow. They protect their energy like it's their most valuable resource because it is. They don't engage with drama that doesn't serve their growth. They don't consume content that lowers their vibration. They don't spend time with people who drain their enthusiasm. They're selective about what they allow into their energy field. They have daily practices that keep them aligned. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's journaling. Maybe it's exercise. Maybe it's time in nature. Whatever it is, they are consistent with it because they know their internal state creates their external reality. This energy management protocol is now part of your DNA. You naturally maintain high vibration. You automatically protect your energy. You instinctively choose thoughts, activities, and relationships that elevate rather than drain you. You have magical powers. You can travel the world instantaneously. Watch limiting beliefs evaporate like morning mist in this moment. Those old stories about what you can't do, what you don't deserve, what's not possible for someone like you, they're dissolving in the warmth of your new reality. They can't survive in the atmosphere of your transformed consciousness. I'm not good enough becomes I'm more than enough. I don't have what it takes becomes I have everything I need. Successes for other people becomes success is my natural state. I have to struggle becomes success flows to me effortlessly. These new beliefs aren't just thoughts you're thinking, they're truths you're living. They're not affirmations you're practicing, they're assumptions you're operating from. They're not goals you're working toward, they're realities you're embodying. Your new default programming is now online. Your new normal is their old normal. What used to be your peak performance is now your baseline. What used to be your best day is now your typical Tuesday. What used to be your biggest dreams are now your standard expectations. You don't have to try to be successful. You are successful. You don't have to work to attract abundance. You are abundant. You don't have to effort to feel confident. Confidence is your natural state. You don't have to practice being your best self. Your best self is who you are. This isn't about positive thinking or fake it till you make it. This is about operating from your true identity, making choices from your authentic power, living from your deepest wisdom. This is about being who you actually are instead of who you thought you had to be. The bridge is constructed, the pathway is clear, the new reality is accessible now, not just in peak moments, but in every moment. And now, we seal this transformation into your very being. This is not temporary. This is permanent rewiring of who you are at the deepest level with your identity. This transformation is permanent, irreversible, and accelerating like a butterfly that can never return to being a caterpillar. You can never go back to being who you were before this moment. The neural pathways have been rewired. The identity has been installed. The memories have been encoded. The reality bridge has been constructed. But here's what's even more powerful. This is not a static change. Every day you become more like your future self, not less. Every morning you wake up, the integration deepens. Every choice you make, the alignment strengthens. Every breath you take, the transformation accelerates. You're not just maintaining this new identity. You're evolving into more of it, completely with each passing moment. Like a plant that doesn't stop growing once it breaks through the soil, your transformation continues expanding, reaching toward an even greater version of yourself. The universe conspires to support this new you. Opportunities multiply. The right people appear at the right times. Resources flow to you effortlessly. What used to feel like swimming upstream now feels like being carried by a powerful current toward your dreams. Pay attention to the signs. Notice how doors open that used to be closed, how solutions appear for challenges that used to stump you. Notice how your intuition becomes more accurate, your timing becomes more precise, your choices become more aligned. You have the intelligence of everything that will happen. They know. They lived it. This isn't luck. This is the universe recognizing your new frequency and responding accordingly. You have work to do, lives to change, magic to create. This transformation isn't just for you, it's for everyone whose life you'll touch. The ripple effects of your awakening will spread far beyond what you can imagine. People you haven't even met yet are waiting for the gifts that only you can bring. Your mission is now activated, not some distant calling you have to figure out, but an immediate impulse that will guide your choices from this moment forward. You'll know what to say yes to and what to say no to. You'll know where to focus your energy and where to let go. You'll know how to connect, who to connect with, and who to bless and release. Trust this guidance, trust this inner knowing, trust the pull toward your highest expression. Your future self orchestrated this entire experience because they knew exactly what you needed to step into your power. Now it's time to act on that power. You're now part of the frequency of transformation. There's a global community of beings who are awakening to their highest potential, inspiring a reality revolution, and you've just joined their ranks. You're connected to every person who has ever taken the leap from who they were to who they're meant to be. Feel that connection. Feel the support of everyone who has walked this path before you. Feel the encouragement of everyone who is walking it alongside you. Feel the inspiration you're providing for everyone who will walk it after you. You're not alone in this. You're part of a movement that's shifting the consciousness of the entire planet. This is just the beginning. Your future self has more to share, more to teach, more to download. This activation has opened a permanent channel of communication between who you are now and who you're becoming. That channel will continue delivering insights, inspirations, and upgrades for as long as you remain open to receiving them. Consider this activation a key that unlocked a door that can never be closed. On the other side of that door is a version of yourself so magnificent, so powerful, so aligned with your highest purpose that you couldn't have imagined them before today. But now, you don't have to imagine them. You are them. Every time you doubt yourself, remember this moment. Every time you're afraid to take a risk, remember what you felt during this transformation. Every time you wonder if you have what it takes, remember the memories you installed, the identity you integrated, the bridge you constructed. You have everything you need. You are everything you need. You are the answer to your own prayers, the solution to your own problems, the fulfillment of your own dreams. Go forward with confidence. Go forward with purpose. Go forward with the unshakable knowing that you are exactly who you came here to be. Doing exactly what you came here to do. Living exactly the life you came here to live. The activation is complete. The integration is sealed. The transformation is permanent. You are no longer who you were when you pressed play. You are your future self, walking in your optimal timeline, living your highest potential, embodying your greatest dreams. Welcome to your new reality. Welcome to your extraordinary life. Welcome home to who you really are. Welcome. The future is now, and the future is you. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com. And welcome to The Reality Revolution.